Well, 2024 has come to an end. Kinda, not really. It's ended for me per se, at least for YouTube so far, but not yet for me personally. I've still got like 2 more weeks left, and I will be back in 2025. So this is kind of like the final video for the year. So I thought I'd give you mates my summarize of what I thought about 2024. In summarize, it was a really good year. I really liked it. One of the biggest things that happened this year was me turning 20 years old. 20. It's actually kind of mental if you think about it. You know, me turning 20 was like, it's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? Because like, I started YouTube when I was like young, you know, and I've been doing it for nearly a decade. So it is like pretty mental that like I've been doing YouTube for like nearly 10 years. Next year's going to be 10 years. It's actually going to be really mental. So things have definitely changed a lot since then. And definitely my room has definitely changed. When I used to live in Sydney, this wasn't here. And now everything has definitely changed throughout my years. And I really liked this year. I never really had any like proper issues. Or I kind of did with certain people. But we'll go to that soon, per se. Yeah. One of the things I really liked about this year was I got new equipment. I'm still using the same microphone I've used since 2022, and it's still a really good mic. I got a new mic arm now, which you can't see, but it's a really good mic arm. It's the Elgato Wave low profile arm, and it goes underneath my monitor. It's actually kind of sick. Then I can have it this low, and I can put my hands underneath it, and I'm not gonna like bump it, and it's not in the way. Like, it's not even like hanging down here. If I had it here, if I had it here, because it's still low, you won't be able to see it. But if I had like the traditional boom arms that you see like on radio shows, you probably would have seen it. But you can't even see the microphone anyways on the shot anyways, and it still sounds nice and clear. All the compression, the noise gates, and the EQ and all that stuff, and it sounds really good. Enough of the microphone, the audio stuff. I got a teleprompter, which was a really cool device I really like, because I can actually like put my monitor. I could put my mouse here, for example, and like I can have my YouTube chat go through there, or my Twitch chat, for example, and have it scroll down here. Oh, it's an awesome device. And I can even have my script from up there too, rather than have like a window on my big screen. So it makes it so much easier. New camera, obviously, as you can probably tell, I used the Canon M50. That was a brand new device I got. I no longer use this one. I used to use this one, the Logitech Brio, but I don't use it anymore. I do use it for like voice chatting and that, but I'm not going to use it for any more videos because I don't need to. And I use the Canon M50, which is better because you can actually change the lens on it. You get a lot more versatile, and I can have more like, I can have a shot like here, very zoomed in, or I can have my shot like very wide angle, you know, very wide. You can see everything. Move the mic there for now, blah blah blah. But I think we'll just put it back to where it is because that's too wide. There we go, perfect like that. Yeah, that's really cool. Like, I did the whole case no set thing too, so that was cool. Yeah, new equipment too. I got a Stream Deck Plus, which doubles as my day-to-day things, but also it doubles as my mixer. So when I stream, which I'm going to be streaming very soon, or when I record this, I would have already done the stream. So, you know, I hope you mates enjoyed it. But I got a new Stream Deck, which doubles Stream Deck Plus, by the way. It doubles as my day-to-day thing, but it also doubles as an audio mixer. If you use the Wavelink software and you put it into the Stream Deck, you can control like your game volume, your chat, your music. It's a really cool device, which then leads to the Wavelink software, which the mic that I actually use actually links to the Wavelink software too. It's the Elgato Wave 3, which is a good mic too. I can do so many cool things. New equipment stuff. I got an upgrade for the Stream Deck Plus too, so that's going to be kind of cool. So you'll see. I don't know if you'll see it, but it's kind of like a quality of life update type of thing. So it's kind of cool. Computer's definitely. I did upgrade the computer as well. My actual computer graphics card, I got a 4070 in it now. So I decided because games were a bit laggy and it seems to improve a little bit. So that's kind of cool. As long as it's improved, then I'm kind of happy. So I want something to be improved, not something that's gonna flop. You know. I also went on my Disney cruise. As you can probably tell from here, you can see my Nemo and Dory in the background there too. Yeah, I went on the Disney cruise. That was very happy because I've been on a cruise before, like what I did last year, but I never did a Disney cruise, and it was completely different when I did it with Diego. I think that was a really good time. It was a really good time, and I really liked it. I actually had a blocked ear, so I couldn't actually hear that much, but I still managed to had a good time anyways. If I didn't have the blocked ear, I would have had an excellent time. But you know, you never know. Sometimes these things happen. It's what it is. there was a lot of good years I really liked. Now let's talk about the negatives. The negative I didn't really like was the whole drama thing that happened on YouTube. There's been a lot of that lately too. I've been noticing on YouTube lately too. It's been a lot of drama. One of them was the whole Mr. Beast and the Ava Chris Tyson situation. You probably know what I'm talking about, but basically Chris Tyson got into huge trouble because she had a lot of allegations against her. When she became... Oh, I'll explain what happened. Basically last year, she became trans. Everyone didn't like that she became trans because like... It's like it's a mental illness or anything like that too, which I don't agree with because, like, I mean, it's very hard because, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't get a lot into these types of videos because, like, it's just such a big debate, so I just try and avoid it. But I don't care if she was trans or not. As long as she's happy with herself, is what it is. But what she did this year was really bad. She got accused of, like, really things. I think, like, pedophilia. Yeah, it was something like that. It wasn't great. It wasn't great to see her get exposed to that. And considering she's friends with like the biggest YouTuber on the planet, that's really bad. As of now, she's no longer with the Mr. Beast. I don't think she's even friends with them too. So, I mean, that's good. But that was an L. That was an L on her part. Speaking about Mr. Beast, let's also talk about the Lunchy controversy. I kind of explained about it twice. I say twice because I explained about it in a vlog. And I did like a little jokey thing I did with Diego when we did that Sonic Boom video. But I wouldn't want to bring up the whole Lunchy situation up again. I know it's kind of died down a little. Well, I guess it isn't because it's one of those situations I don't think it'd ever die down. It'll always be reminded. But basically, Mr. Beast, JJ, and Logan Paul released a new product called Lunchy, which is basically a rip-off. It's meant to be a competitor to the Lunchables. If you know what Lunchables are, you know what I'm talking about. The way I saw it, I was like, this looks interesting. And then I realized I'm not really a fan of those types of snacks. And then I realized too that also it's actually really, you shouldn't actually eat them because it's actually like really bad for you. I'm like, brilliant. I'm like, you're telling me that the 3 biggest YouTubers, well, I say biggest, Logan Paul's not that big and Jay's not that big. You're telling me that Mr. Beast, the biggest content creator in the world, released a product that's promoting to people. I'm like, oh, for f***'s sake. Alright, that's not good. That's not good. It got bad to a point that even Dentidam even had to respond to. And that was the first time I'm like, oh shit. It got a bit serious. I'll be honest, when I saw him, I'm like, yeah, I don't support that. You know, like, it's one thing doing business, but it's nothing when you start selling business that's just about money and you don't care about the children's health and that stuff too. Yeah, that's not cool. That isn't really cool, and I'm not an advocate for that, and I'm not going to support that in any sorts of way, per se. And this also went to a point to that I'm not really that big on JJ that much anymore. I'll be honest, I haven't really been that big on JJ since the whole, like, the last year situation when he had the whole Way situation and the whole, like, racial slur thing. I've started to go a little bit more downhill when it comes to JJ, because I'm starting to realize too that, like, JJ's big, but he sometimes has too big of a head sometimes too. And even I had problems like JJ's personality every now and then too. It just kind of pissed me off because he has the whole man personality thing. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but he tries to bring it on to other people too. For example, with the whole Alex Wasabi thing. Now, while I'm not really a fan of Alex Wasabi, when Alex Wasabi won to Deji that time, you know, JJ was like, he's 31 years old, he's talking about candy, he thinks he's a Disney presenter. And I'm basically like, and I'm like, okay, I see what you're trying to do, it's not funny. Not everyone on the internet is going to act like how JJ acts, you know. I don't act like JJ acts because I don't need to act like he acts too. I'm still human. There's a difference between acting like a man, but acting maturely. I think that's the way I see it. I think you can act maturely, but you shouldn't act like you should grow up and learn, but just remember to, like, don't change your personality to just act like a full-on adult and then start losing those fun things, because you start becoming a bit boring, at least in my opinion. I'm not trying to be mean to every people. That's not what I mean. I'm just saying, personally, I don't like when people act like that. I just think that's really dumb, you know? Live however you want to live, per se. If you want to be weird and act fun and look at this, for example, these plushies in the background too, like I have, go ahead. I'm not going to judge. We're all human. We've got one life. Live how you want to live. And speaking of plushies, let's talk about shows. One of the best shows I saw this year was The Amazing Digital Circus. Look at all that there. seeing the Amazing Digital Circus was a really fun time because I really enjoyed it. From a company called Glitch Productions and all that stuff too. The same guys who did SMG4. That was just well done. Well done to them. Well done. That was a really good show. I saw movies lately. I saw Memoir of a Snail, which actually got nominated for the Oscars, which is actually really cool. I don't think it's going to win the Oscars though. Not that I care. I don't think it's going to win the Oscars because, like, you know, it is what it is. If it does win, that'd be awesome. But it was a really good movie. If you're from Australia, if you've never seen it, yeah, you should see it. I had to go to my local, not like Reading or anything. I had to go to my local, like, independent cinemas too because, like, it was a bit of a weird one. But it was a good movie. It was a good movie. Yeah, there's a lot of good games that came out this year I really liked. I liked Stray Gods. I really liked Power World. I haven't done a video on Power World yet, and I'm making videos for this, my group channel, the Sandbox. That will come out soon. I don't know when that comes out, but hopefully we'll get the video done, edited before anything like that. So we'll see it until then, but I liked Power World, and I will do streams on it in the future. Not this year, you'll see it next year. So, that was probably my game of the year, Power World, because it was just so fun. But I liked Stray Gods as well, which I'm doing a stream on. Actually, by the time you see this, I'll be done. And I'm just looking at the time I gotta go, because I've gotta go. I'm gonna do the stream, after this, but you'll see this video after the stream, if that makes sense. The game I played also was the MLP game, which I'm still playing. If I can try and get this video done before Wednesday, well, yeah, by today, that'd be fun, but you might not see it until next year. So it'll be probably the last 2024 gaming video that I'll upload. That'll be uploaded in 2025. And there's a goddamn fly in here. Piss off. But yeah, no, I really like 2024. I think it was a good year. So next year, we've got some big things planning. I'm going overseas next year for a month. And yes, I will be vlogging the full thing. I'm not telling you where I'm going yet, mates. You'll see it very soon, though. I'll let you mates know what I'm doing for next year. So that's going to be awesome. But I'll be basically doing a full month of things. And there will be a full vlog. Which means for the first time, I will be taking a gaming break. Not a YouTube break, a gaming vlog. So there'll be no gaming videos until I get back from that location, from that overseas place. So, yep, but that's exciting. I know what I'm going to, but you won't see it until I tell you when. Yeah, that's exciting. And next year too will also be my 10 years of me making videos, not the channel birth date, me actually making content for you mates. Next year will be 10 years. So, I don't know what I'm doing for 10 years. I might do some nostalgia stuff just to make it consistent, you know? I might go play some old games that, like, I've played in the past that, like, you know, I liked doing and I thought it was fun, and we go through, kind of like how Jaxagad does his, like, nostalgia games type thing, kind of similar to that, but we'll probably do it in the early months just to make it interesting, or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing for next year, but next year's going to be a nostalgia year, for me at least. But, yeah. And also next year's going to be my 21st birthday, so that's exciting too, but, you know, is what it is. I'm actually going to end the vlog here now, so thank you much for watching. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and for those of you who don't say, and for those who don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you just have a good day. Hope you just have a wonderful day, and I'll see you mates next year. Alright, peace out mates.